This episode of Before the Bat is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
Welcome to Before the Bat, the Gotham podcast, your guide to the TV show Gotham and all things Batman. I am Phil, and it's the season finale, so guess what? We're all here! Kelly's here. Tyler's here.
Yeah.
So we can finally hear each other after like an hour.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy. Here we are, guys. The end of season 2.
You know what was more crazy? That season finale.
Oh my gosh.
Make me a grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh my gosh.
Don't remind Tyler that Fish is back.
Let's not even talk about just Fish being back. First of all, it's just right there. There's the episode drop. And oh my gosh, you know what annoyed me the most about this episode?
That fish wasn't fried?
Oh my god, Fish, but no.
Great to have you back, Kelly.
Thank you.
What annoyed me most was Basil. Like the whole Basil Jim thing.
The overacting.
That and the fact that nobody realized it wasn't Jim.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but if you're my best friend or anyone who relatively knows me, and I'm acting like that, and just my whole demeanor and everything, the way I talk and act is completely different, something would be up.
Yeah, I figured that's what got me, but the only thing I think of is like this world, they're like new to like powers and stuff, so they're probably like, I don't know, the most I could think is maybe they thought he was brainwashed or something, but
when Barbara has to be the voice of logic and reason,
yeah, exactly.
Something wrong.
I mean, Barbara was like, "You're not Jim," like right off the bat. I'm like, good. Barbara did good, and Barbara didn't bother me.
Yes.
Yeah, but well, she's the one who got him to talk about Lee, and you know, she's the one who figured out when he was like, you know, half the language they used in this episode, I don't think we could even use on this podcast.
No.
For real.
I'm like, this is 8 p.m., right?
Surprise! Yeah, it was a little weird.
Because Basil was Jim, he was calling Lee a gardening tool.
Oh, I know.
I was like, really? And then Fish Mooney with the B word every 2 seconds.
That's just Fish's dialogue.
I know, but it's like, I think, Kelly, I think we were talking on Twitter or whatever. It's like, in the first 10 minutes, we were like, we lost track of how many times she said it.
Yeah, I was really kind of surprised. I mean, it is a dark show, obviously, and it is on at 8 o'clock, but I was really surprised by the language. That there was that much of it that quickly.
Mm-hmm.
It's Fish. That's what you get.
Well, what about the Eddie Enigma win, lose, or die game?
Yeah, I like who runs Wayne Enterprises.
Yeah, first it was Indian Hill, they got that right. Then it was like, who runs Wayne Enterprises?
And that he didn't know the answer was fun, because he was just going to cook them anyway.
I know, that's what they should have said. Be like, well, how are you supposed to know what the right answer is? You don't know.
I like how, like, he's walking, he's like, yeah, strange, we're together. And then they're like, yep. And he puts him back in a cell. And he's like, ah!
Yeah, it's like, okay, you cannot trust somebody who's gonna, you know.
Then the whole bomb thing, stopping at 1 second to go. Could it be more cliche?
Yeah, but it was just so funny. Water.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. That was the best part, honestly.
I'm
water.
melting.
But yeah, when she was just like, no, I meant water for me, they just look at each other like, let's not speak of this. Let's not even think of it. But I think I might have said this last week, but Kelly, maybe you have the answer. Why is Fish dressed like an Aquaman villain?
Well, because it was a fish derivative. I can't remember the type of fish, but it's a type of fish that they used that spliced into her DNA.
But
So her
her suit has to look like a fish?
Well, it kind of think about the goddess that they were trying to make her be.
Yeah.
That was the part of the whole persona thing.
Mm-hmm.
He figures if he wakes them up in that costume, it adds to his credibility of the persona.
Except it didn't work in Fish's case. She remembered her past life.
Right.
Oh, that makes sense, Kel. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you very much. See, you need me for something.
Okay.
Because it was the costume and everything that led credence to him believing, believing he was Azrael. So, and once he got that sword, heaven help him, He totally drank the Kool-Aid, so.
Yeah, and Firefly in her suit.
Right.
Oh my god. Can we just talk about the ridiculous fight between Firefly and Mr. Freeze?
I'm like, shouldn't that room have been filled with water?
Yeah, she just feel water vapor everywhere. Steam.
Yeah.
Well, and okay, question. What happened to Strange's face? Remember when they had that fight? Originally, it was all kind of black and blue.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they cut back to him, his face is clean. I'm like, what?
Unless it just got dirty, I don't know.
Well, it wasn't. There wasn't even a smudge on his face in the second scene where they cut back to him.
It's not really him. It's Clayface. Another one.
That could be.
Clayface version 2. Matt Hagen.
Or Hugo has some ability. Or maybe he has a healing factor.
Or maybe it's somebody from Earth 2. In
Oh.
a meat suit.
Oh, turn too soon.
It's a time remnant.
Oh, there you go. Or would that be a crime remnant?
How strange. I was just thinking Strange dipped out and had like a double. They said like a second Clayface pretend to be him to get killed off.
Oh, yeah.
And they put everybody on the bus, shipping them out off the
Yeah,
Indian.
they put them all on the short bus.
Field trip.
That was just the Indian Hill people. That wasn't even the Arkham inmates were still stuck in Arkham.
Mm-hmm.
And they were gonna die. That poor homeless lady.
Oh, yeah.
I felt bad for her.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And she's gonna be eaten by the cannibal,
Oh, Cornelius Stark, yeah.
Yeah.
But what about the last person who got off the bus?
Yeah, the lookalike Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
I'm like, what is that?
Crazy long lost crazy brother.
Is it
parents locked up in Arkham?
Yeah, I'm about to say that's who I was thinking.
Is it Thomas Jr.?
Or
He
clone.
looks
Clone.
What was his name?
They cloned his dad.
Shoot. What was his name? Oh, why can't I think of it?
Who?
Oh, what was Bruce's alleged brother's name?
Isn't it Thomas?
Yeah, but the name he took after that.
Oh,
the street sign.
Yeah, because wait, that makes sense. It's the brother, because in the comics, wasn't he working with the Court of Owls?
Yes.
And who did we see?
The Court of Owls.
Yeah.
Lincoln March. That's what it was. Lincoln March.
Yeah.
And how long ago did we call that?
The Court?
Yeah.
Well, season 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What's Tyler been saying all the time? Court of Owls.
Well, they were saying this season 2. They were coming, and then we just got them. I think just in just this episode and the last one, so they better be big in season 3.
Yeah, we were like, did they mix up the Court of Owls with the Order of Saint Dumas? Because that's what we've got. And they were like, I thought the Court of Owls were coming, and here we are at the last episode. Oh, there they are.
I still say that's what we need for season 3.
Surprise!
The Order of Saint Dumas versus the Court of Owls, season 3. They should do that.
I just want to see a Talon.
Come for your head.
Wonder who are they, huh?
Thank you. That was all me. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, who could they be working for? Who?
There you go.
It would have been funny if Enigma was like, who runs Wayne Enterprises?
Probably would have if he would have known it was them.
Like, why do you keep saying it that way? Saying it what way? Who?
Oh, well, he's just off the deep end. You just see him when he was questioning Lucius and Bruce. He's jumping up and down like,
I'm giddy.
Like, gassing them.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, the whole gym thing, like, I did think it was cool to see where Strange is like interviewing, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
He got in his head and he's talking to him and messing with his mind. And I thought that was cool, but other than that, I mean, this finale to me was not, I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. Like, it was just like, okay. Like, Fish is back and free. The Indian Hill people are escaped. Okay, that's cool. That can be set up for a bunch of villains for next season.
Wait a minute, isn't Gotham on an island and all the crazies get out? And, yeah. Wait a minute, haven't we seen this before? Sorry. I digress, I know.
So, I mean, I don't know, it just, the cliffhanger-ish thing wasn't much for me. Like, I don't know, if Bruce had said something like, Alfred, I need to hire the best of the best. I need to start training. I have a mission.
Well, I love how Alfred was like, all right, Hugo's done. Are you all done with all this now? And Bruce is like, no, there's a big group that runs everything in Gotham. He's like, oh, crap.
Yeah.
Well, I think now if Alfred is going to let him go out and do this stuff, he's going to have to train him, because if, he has to go out on his own, he's going to have to be able to protect himself. He's not going to want to count on anybody else to protect Bruce. Mm-hmm. So he's going to have to teach Bruce to protect Bruce.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I want to see Bruce start bringing in, like, and hiring the best of the best.
Oh, yeah, but, I guess, I don't know, the last day or two, it's gone up. At least I saw it online. Did you see, did anybody see when they were saying all the inmate, all the crazies got off the bus, who they said, who does that look like? Who is it possible we get that character for season 3? They were saying, is that Bane?
Oh, the one guy that was kind of short?
I don't know, there was one of them they said, they were like, could that be Bane?
Well, I also heard that was the guy Killer Croc or Solomon Grundy.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, cool. I'm still thinking, I want to see Mad Hatter.
There was the one scene when they were at the precinct, I swear there was some old guy sitting there with a hat. I'm like, could that be like a proto Mad Hatter?
Just because, like, they talked about, they had a patient, he had the Alice in Wonderland book.
Yeah, he said that like 2 or 3 times. I wouldn't be surprised if they put Hatter in season 3.
Why not? We're not going to see Mad Hatter in a movie.
No.
Bring in Julian Day. Let's do all the really obscure Batman villains. Let's do a better version of Anarchy.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, do Calendar Man, because I think in one of the maybe it might be, I think the Batman Rebirth special that's coming maybe next week.
Yeah.
I think they're saying Calendar Man's in it, so.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. I saw they put a page of it online.
So bring him into Gotham. People will be more familiar.
That would be
good. Bring in some of the ones we don't know.
Yeah. Keep him off Arrow.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
But, how about that scene with Penguin, Butch, and Barbara?
Oh my gosh, with the head trophy? Oh my gosh.
The rotting head.
But Butch is just like, this is messed up. Barbara's like, put it over there.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like,
I'm not very good at interior decorating.
I think Butch was just scared. He's like, okay, Barbara's not even the craziest one in the room anymore. It's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Barbara to me now is an interesting character.
Well, because she's completely nuts.
Well, she's nuts, but she's also smart now. Now, like how she helped Jim get the information and everything. Like, they actually made her a character instead of a decoration. So, I'm curious to see what they'll do with her. It'd be awesome if they have one of those like scenes where Jim gets drunk and knocks up Barbara. And that's how we get James Jr.
You heard it here first, folks. Tyler wants Jim Gordon to pull at Bill Cosby.
Oh my gosh. I said Jim gets drunk, not gets Barbara drunk. Okay. Barbara's willing, Jim's not. I said he gets drunk. So she takes advantage of him.
Or Strange drugs him.
Yeah, but are we going to see any more Strange?
Well, there's plenty of Strange in Gotham.
Yeah.
I mean, don't forget, his other people are still doing his work.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's still alive, isn't he, Hugo?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we could definitely do that. Look, maybe he'll be locked up in his own asylum.
That would be awesome.
Oh, you know what? Harley could give him therapy.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, because of Suicide Squad.
Right.
I mean, just look at Arrow. They won't let their TV and movies.
But we got to see a backside shot.
Yeah, but we were supposed to see the full character, but they cut it out.
I know.
That's the one weakness DC has that Marvel kind of has, is they don't let their TV. It's like a separate universe, their TV and their movies.
I say I'm cool with it being separate, but just don't limit characters. And they're acting like they're acting like they're not. But look at what they did with Arrow. They eliminated every Suicide Squad member that had been on Arrow that was going to be in the Suicide Squad movie. Mm-hmm. They've never returned Captain Boomerang. He was supposed to be on the locked up with Slade.
Yeah, Slade Wilson disappeared too.
They killed off Waller.
Deadshot.
They killed off Deadshot. So anybody that's supposed to be appearing in the Suicide Squad film was taken out of TV. The only person...
You mean any character, not any person, because none of the people are going to be in the movie, which I think stinks too.
No, I don't. I'm completely okay with them being separate, because
it doesn't bother me, but it just kind of, I don't know. If you got somebody playing it and they do a good job, why not stick with it?
Well, yeah, it's like what Kevin Smith was saying. He was like, Grant Gustin's already the Flash. He already has like this built-in audience of a couple million people. You would at least get those people at the movies.
Yeah. I mean, he's the one that I think is the one that you can argue, but then everything that they've done on the Flash has to be incorporated into the movies and vice versa. Like, I don't know, I always just looked at it just like we had Superman Returns and we had Smallville at the same time. We had two different Superman, one on TV and one in the movies, and that was okay.
Yeah, but I mean, did you hear like the supposed plot of the Flash movie?
Oh,
I mean, they're basically doing the TV anyway. It's going to be Eobard Thawne in a wheelchair. It's like, okay.
Yeah, now
how's that different?
Yeah, now with Flash, like I said, I could see it. I mean, if they did something where it's Grant Gustin, I don't know. It's like I said, we have the multiverse, a different Earth, because the problem is the TV universe has gotten so big that trying to balance the stories of what's on the TV and what's in the movies, they'll overlap. But with the Flash, I think if you could keep to it, it might work. I mean, you might even be able to put Grant Gustin in the film and make it a Barry of that Earth and not the Barry that's of Earth Prime. So, I don't know. I mean, I love Grant Gustin as the Flash.
Well, at least now all the DC stuff is on one channel except for Gotham. And it's still going to be competing with Supergirl. I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Well, they're thinking two completely different audiences. You've got light, you've got dark.
But it's still
DCE.
Yeah, I'll say it's still DC. So
yeah, I was going to say at the end of the day, it's still DC, Warner's, whatever. And I guess they figure if they don't get somebody on one channel, they'll get them on the other.
Yeah, they got a few fifths of the general over-the-air channels, so...
Somebody's going to be competing against somebody. That's the problem.
Well, you just DVR it all.
Oh, yeah. DVR it all anyway.
I just wish Gotham came on Mondays at 9.
Yeah.
It'd be so much easier.
Yeah, man. Then we could all... You and I could live tweet both shows.
Exactly.
Plus, and it would be more appropriate.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like I said, just look at the violence. Look at the language we got this last week. Yeah, 9 o'clock would be a lot better fit. I mean, why not move it to 9? I mean, look at ABC. They're moving Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to 10 o'clock.
Really?
Yeah, next season. Yeah, I think it's 10 o'clock. Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, it was already at 9, so
right.
Yeah, they're moving it to 10 next season.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's, wow. Weird.
Yeah, I don't know if they're looking for an excuse to cancel that or what. But I'm like,
I don't know.
10.
I'm just saying, like, put Houdini and Doyle on at 8, Gotham on at 9, Lucifer on at 10.
There you go.
So, I don't know. But I'm very intrigued by what we're going to get for Gotham Season 3 if they do the Court of Owls correct. And Bruce is supposed to make a bigger leap towards his Batman destiny in the next season. I don't know what that means, but that's what they said.
I wonder if they're gonna if they would bring in if they'll start bringing in like different if he's not gonna travel, if they'll bring in like different teachers, like different martial arts guys, different detectives.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The best of the best. He starts bringing them private tutors for martial arts, private tutors for science, private tutors for, like Zatara. Private.
Oh there's different stories where he learned all kinds of skills. I mean, he studied with like race car drivers and escape artists. And...
I always thought it'd be cool to have him study with like professional, like high quality actors, and not in the sense of he learns from the actors how to create the Bruce Wayne persona, not to create the Batman, but to create the Bruce Wayne character.
Right, because he is Batman.
Yeah, like. The idea of, like, the Michael Chekhov acting study of embodying the character and living the character, and he starts studying method acting like that so that he creates the Bruce Wayne mask.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would be some very interesting stories, and something that would be good to do with Bruce Wayne as, just to give him more character development.
Oh, yeah.
Like you see Bruce Wayne at school, at regular school, and he's just kind of CB student, kind of just, whatever, playing it off. I'm rich, and then he goes home and he starts his quote unquote real studies.
Yeah, but I guess the problem with that might be just that, I mean, that story would be awesome, but it's just like weaving it into the other stories that they have during the season.
Like, I think you could do it. You would just basically make it more like the show exists in two parts. Where
I was going to say, he wouldn't interact with everyone quite as much.
You would be watching, kind of like, I mean, not to say like to this extent, but if you ever watch Game of Thrones, like you have so many storylines that one episode is like made up of little mini stories of each character. Mm. Eventually they're going to connect, and some characters eventually do connect, but like you would watch Gotham and you'd be watching like the Bruce and Alfred story, and then you'd be watching the Jim Gordon story. Which I think is fine, because I think Bruce being too close to Jim for too long would be an issue when he becomes Batman. Unless Jim is supposed to know that Bruce is Batman and just doesn't do anything about it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird with like, a lot of people, Jim, Selena, seem to know Bruce is like, doing all this work and trying to find his parents and stuff. I'm like, okay, by the time he becomes Batman, how are they not going to put two and two together?
So.
Well, kind of like they didn't figure out that Oliver was the Arrow, right?
Who didn't figure it out? Everybody knows Oliver's the Arrow.
How long did it take Lance to figure that out?
Well, he kept dealing with dead daughters,
True.
He kept dealing with dead and resurrected daughters, and then Oliver had the really good fake out, where Diggle was the Arrow, and they were like, why Oliver was in custody.
If you saw those two people in the same room, standing next to each other, there would be no way you would think one was the other. Just sorry. Not gonna happen. Completely not believable.
Well, you gotta remember, he had that awesome grease paint, and, ducked his head down and talked in a deeper voice and stood in the shadows.
Yeah, but David Ramsey is twice the size.
Well, yeah, but remember, that was just, he was spotted on footage. He didn't actually see him up front.
Yeah, that was early on, too. That was like, what, the first...
That was first season, like, first 4 episodes.
Well, I was going to say, that was like the 4th or 5th episode ever, yeah.
So...
Comic book logic.
Yeah, we always got to throw that back in there.
Yeah. But then I guess Jim comes to his senses. He's leaving town, takes Harvey's car. He's going to find Lee now that she's done with Deadpool.
Yeah, I don't think he could stand a chance against Deadpool.
No.
So, I don't know. I mean, like I said, this season was good, and I really like this season. I can't wait to watch it again straight through. But this finale to me just kind of was like, like as far as finales go. If it was just another episode, it'd been cool. But as the season finale, I just feel like it was just,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, they really don't ever leave us with big cliffhangers. They didn't last. I mean, Fish went off the building, but we kind of knew she wasn't going to be back because, as a season regular. And this time we know Jim's going to look for Lee, but besides that, and we know Bruce is going to deal with Court of Owls, but it's really not like a big cliffhanger. It's kind of like Arrow this season.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess Flash is the only one that leaves us with these like cliffhangers of oh snap.
Yeah, big
let's undo the whole season right here. Sure.
Flash, undo the whole series.
Well, essentially, yeah.
And I know Kelly hasn't seen it, but we got a kind of a cliffhanger in Legends of Tomorrow.
I haven't seen it yet. Haven't seen it yet either. So.
I mean, Legends left us with those Legends and Supergirl both had the same kind of cliffhangers. Like, I heard intrigue.
Arrows was so bad that the fans on Reddit turned the Arrow finale page over to a,
Daredevil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelly, it's really comparable to last season's finale.
Well, that last season's finale hurt my soul. So,
well.
Yeah, just watch this one and let us know what you think.
Yeah, this one's maybe not quite as bad, but it's close.
That just hurts my feelings.
It wasn't Felicity in the Atom suit bad.
Well, that's good.
But outside of Gotham, what other awesome Batman news is going on, Phil?
Oh, well, we got the Justice League 50 came out where they told us we were going to find out the origin or the real name of the Joker.
Ooh.
And what was the big surprise with that?
Well, all right, let me set this up. All right, Kelly, in Justice League, the whole Darkseid War has been going on, and Batman was sitting in the Mobius chair, which basically, if you ask it the right question, it has basically, you can ask it anything, and it'll give you the answer, like anything in the universe. Mm-hmm. And a couple issues back, Bruce Wayne asked it, he said, what's the Joker's real name? And we couldn't hear what it said, and no, he was just like, no, that's impossible. So we got the answer this week because Hal Jordan asked him, he says, what did the chair tell you? And he goes, did it give you a name? He says, no, it didn't give me a name. He said, then what did it say? And Bruce Wayne says, it said, there are 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Heath Ledger, Jared, and who else?
Cesar Romero.
There you go.
Well, like, there's a scene that plays right into that in Rebirth where you see Batman sitting at his computer and he has 3 distinctive images of the Joker up from different comic book periods. And he's talking with Alfred about trying to figure out what exactly it means by there's 3.
I just wonder if they're going to do that to explain, like, the Joker's erratic behavior over the years. Because, like, sometimes he's, like, the wacky jester, and other times he just comes in and starts killing everyone. And
it's like The Prestige, where it's 2 brothers living one life. The Joker is 3 brothers living one life as the Joker.
Triplets, identical triplets.
Yep.
That could be interesting. I had friends who were identical triplets that for Halloween they used to go as each other at school. And walk around with each other's boyfriends. Nobody knew who they were.
Oh man.
It was great fun. They would go to each other's classes.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
My God.
It was always a trip.
Yeah, when I was in high school, we had, like, in our class, that we had a set of twin boys and a set of twin girls, and they actually dated for a while.
That would be weird, but cool at the same time.
I know. Wouldn't you? I'm always like, wouldn't you be freaked out that, like, I don't know, you went to, like, make out with your boyfriend or girlfriend, and it was like, no, that's the other one.
I'd make her get a tattoo. Like, just real small, like, just, okay, I branded you, I know who you are.
It would just be weird, because, again, if you're identical twins, it's just like, okay, well, if you're making out with the one sister, you kind of know what it'd be like to make out with the other sister. I don't know.
There's a whole nother podcast in there, Phil.
Yeah. I used to
whole nother discussion.
Leave it to Zach.
Yeah, but I mean that's kind of a thought, but we'll see where they go with the Joker, like what that exactly means. If the Joker is someone who, I don't know, takes another Joker, like a person under his wing, and brainwashes and creates, recreates himself, kind of like, in Return of the Joker or something like that from Batman Beyond, so that when he dies, another one takes over, so that the Joker can live on forever.
Hail Joker.
But
I just wonder if we're where are you, at Donald Trump rally? But no, I wonder if they're gonna add any of this into the Killing Joke when it comes out.
Oh, that could be something.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. We're gonna review that.
Oh, yes, we are.
Yes.
That we should do live commentary for that.
That would be very cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, are you gonna watch it, Kelly?
Oh, of course.
Okay. Then we can do the three of us. I know Lilith will be on board for that.
I know Jania wants to be on board for that, too.
Oh, I'm sure if we put it out to Southgate Media Group, I'm sure we could get a big...
we could get a square table.
Very large... Kelly, how we've missed you. But yeah, I think we should do live commentary for that.
That would be most excellent.
It would be very fun to do.
So, but I can't believe we have to wait. What is it, like
August?
The end of July?
It's,
See,
for the DVD, it's the beginning of August. It's August 2nd because it comes out the Tuesday that Suicide Squad comes out on Friday.
The week of my wedding? Really?
The Suicide Squad and Killing Joke. Yes, Kelly, and your wedding.
See, it just would have to be that week, wouldn't it?
Yes.
I told you, it's like some kind of temporal convergence. All this stuff comes out, you're getting married, my wife's cousin is getting married, and I'm probably not even going to make it, but my 20th high school reunion is that weekend. There is a lot. It seems like if there's an event scheduled for the summer, it's within that week.
I'm going to be watching for Cisco to open a vortex.
Oh, speaking of, this has nothing to do with Batman, but seeing how we don't get to talk to you about Flash, like podcasting wise, you watched the season finale of Flash,
course,
correct?
yes.
What did you think of your friend John Wesley Shipp being Jay Garrick of Earth?
The feels. The feels.
The vapors.
It was like my little golden age heart was just the Twitter. It was just nice to see them tie all that together. And to see him, how cool is it to be able to honor somebody that way?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's really cool.
And they didn't completely kill him off.
Right.
Well, Barry did the timeline, so everyone's alive.
Right.
That's true.
He may not have been dead the first time then.
That's true. But and how did you feel about him and Tina McGee meeting the episode before?
That was awesome.
Oh yeah, that was cool. It just, I remember watching that in college, so it was just really, really cool. The feels were great.
Yeah, I remember watching that when I was 12.
Oh, thanks. Thank you so much.
I just remember watching it. I won't say anything else.
I was going to say, Tyler.
Well, I'll put it this way. That was one of the shows that I would go downstairs in the dorm to watch live on the big screen.
I remember watching it last year when I rewatched the series. How's that?
Yeah,
that hurts. I remember watching it last year. Oh, yeah, that was really cool. I was so glad that they did that. I kind of wondered if we would see that era of Flash, and I'm glad we did.
Yeah, we're kind of speculating maybe the crossover is going to be in the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is what brings Supergirl into that universe and everything.
That would make sense.
They always do the crossover like around episode 8 or
8. Yeah.
Right.
So maybe they'll do it a little earlier.
That would be cool.
Maybe when they start.
But also, let's not forget, Batman Rebirth is coming to stands
Wednesday.
That's the other big Batman news.
Yep. Although, I mean, with Rebirth changing a lot of people's stuff, like I was saying, I don't think they're going to change a lot of Batman stuff. But
I don't think so either. I mean, Batman's pretty constant.
Yeah, Batman's usually the one that needs the least amount of work, but they are bringing Nightwing back.
Yeah, so we'll see how that works out.
I can't. Yes.
PDP?
What?
PDP?
No, we never left. All right, so do we have any other Batman business?
I don't think so. Nothing new for the films. Nothing new that was in the comics. At some point this fall, though, aren't we supposed to get a new Justice League cartoon on Cartoon Network? We saw the.
I think so, yeah.
Because they released the artwork for what Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman look like for it. So we're supposed to get that. And, we'll probably have more to talk about after Comic-Con.
Yes. Oh, and there's an awesome new
that's
Gal Gadot Wonder Woman Barbie is awesome. And we have the Justice League Girls superhero action figures.
Yeah,
the Target, and they're very cool.
I watched the first episode of that show. It was actually really good.
It's about time that we have heroes for little girls.
I agree completely. We talked about it over on Krypton Report, about the Supergirl and just about how that show was done. That it's really a good show, actually.
Where is it? Cartoon Network?
Yeah, or Boomerang. Okay. I watched it on Boomerang, but yeah.
But Kelly mentioned the Barbies and that. And I was just like, oh, I know what Lilith's getting for a present. I don't want to spoil any wedding surprises, but I know what Lilith's getting for.
There are some cool things out there right now, and I'm very happy to see it, girls, because for a long time, I used to have to shop at the men's or boys department, so it's about time.
Oh yeah, they're embracing the women. Especially if you go to Hot Topic, yes. Kelly, you get basically any object in the world with Harley Quinn on it.
Oh my gosh,
Ellie has a Batman dress.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's actually really cool. So, and I have my whole Justice League belt, my seatbelt belt, and I have several things now, but for a long time, I mean, especially when I was younger, the only place that I could go was the boys or men's department. So it's nice to be able to,
Yeah, I think they realize they have a big female fan base out there, and they're going to make the...
Yes, they're wise.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Wise. Now we just need, superhero car seat covers and,
I got Superman car seat covers.
I was gonna say I have black and blue ones. I say they're Nightwing, but
it works.
Things like that would be really cool. They just need to think there are just as many adults than kids that enjoy it, so they should totally go with that.
Oh, you never guessed what I got at Target the other day. They're Captain America. They're coasters, but they're for your cup holders in your car.
Oh, that's
nice.
Cool.
Yeah, they're like rubber. Yeah, they're really
Target gets some cool stuff.
Yeah, they're bringing in more stuff
because they got that whole back wall now. It's like Marvel, DC, and then Walking Dead, and then like whatever else.
Yeah, I was gonna say it must be every back wall of every Target because we have that.
Well, I'm excited because I'll soon be living in a town with a Target. So.
Yeah, Kelly.
Yay, civilization.
All right. Any final thoughts on Gotham so we can get going here? Because I got a little boy that's getting hungry.
I can't wait to see where they go with it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see who Fish manipulates next.
Oh, you think she's going to come for Oswald?
Oh, yeah.
I think if she's smart, she'll just get out of town and start over.
He's going to become her little toady again.
Oh.
Fish toady. No, I think they're going to go to war.
That could be too, but if she touches him, she can control him.
Well, Butch can just shoot her with a rocket launcher like he did at Azrael.
That was pretty fun.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, if that's it, like I said, over the summer, we're going to try to have some specials. We'll definitely have a Killing Joke special. I know everyone will be on board for that. I'm going to try to do some comic stuff. World's Finest will still be here with me and Lilith, so. But, let us know what did you think of the season finale of the show. If you want to talk Batman comics, anything Batman, just email us beforethebat@gmail.com. Facebook is Before the Bat, the Goth Podcast. Twitter is @BeforeTheBatPod, and our shared Instagram is BeforeTheBat _ Legends of DC. And Kelly?
You can find me on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and about anywhere else that matters at Supersquint. That's SuperSquint. And of course, you can find me on Queen Consolidated and other fine shows on Southgate Media Group.
And you can find me, Tyler, at JTY Patrick on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and you can also find me over on the Krypton Report on Southgate Media.
Now a part of the Legends of DC podcast.
Yes.
Where I'll be doing Queen Consolidated with the lovely Miss Lilith and trying to fill some big shoes. All right, everyone. Like I said, we'll have some summer specials and the TV show. Like I said on our other podcast, the TV shows may have abandoned you this summer, but we will not.
Nope.
So. like I said, we'll be back to share summer vacation with you. But until then, same bat time, same bat channel.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
The Gotham Podcast. Go enjoy your fish fries.